Hello and welcome back to today's video where we are once again going to go through the World Cup qualification matches in Africa. It's match day 2 that's just been completed, and so every team in the second round of these World Cup qualifiers has now played 2 games, well, apart from Guinea and Morocco. We'll come on to the Morocco group later. Very controversial circumstances as to why their match didn't happen, but lots of matches taking place, some surprises and a lot of results we perhaps already expected. So let's dive straight into the groups. And Group A we know all about. It's Algeria's group once again. Burkina Faso won, Algeria won. Algeria go 29 games unbeaten, but maybe, just maybe, it's going to be a little bit trickier than people think. It will probably go to the final day when Algeria play Burkina Faso in Blida, and probably going to be a must-win game for Algeria by the time that game comes around. Niger beat Djibouti, but you don't expect that to make too much of a difference. Algeria have to play Niger home and away. Burkina Faso are going to beat Djibouti home and away, so Algeria got to make sure we pick up both wins against Niger heading into those 2 games into November. But Burkina Faso are making the right go of it. They celebrated the game like they'd won the World Cup, so fair play to them. But Algeria still hoping to comfortably come out of this group. Group B, and this was a fixture that I'm very surprised Tunisia went out and won this game comfortably. I expected more from the Zambians in this game. Zambia losing at home to Tunisia is a big blow to Zambia's World Cup hopes, and you should say that already after 2 games Tunisia looked very comfortable in advancing from this group. I think Zambia were without a couple of key players. I don't think Daka was playing, I don't think Mwepu was playing. It's a very good win for the Tunisian side. In the other game, Equatorial Guinea saw off Mauritania as well. But Tunisia look comfortable in this group, and you expect them to comfortably qualify out of Group B and make it to the playoff stage. So that was a big win for Tunisia. Disappointed we didn't see more from the Zambians. Group C, and Nigeria made it 2 wins out of 2, and again it does look like this group is going to be wrapped up fairly soon. I can't see Liberia or Cape Verde or Central African Republic catching the Nigerians. 2 wins out of 2. They had to work for the win though away from home, and they did concede in this game, but Nigeria looked comfortable with 6 points. And if you look at the other teams in the group, they're going to have way too much quality going forward. So it's another group that unfortunately it's probably going to be a little bit boring, because even though Liberia have got 3 points under their belt, I can't really see them troubling Nigeria in this group. So Nigeria top and Liberia second going into the 3rd match day later this year. In the next group, it's the big game we saw where Ivory Coast took on Cameroon, and it was a huge win for Ivory Coast. They dropped points to Mozambique in match day 1. They had to beat Cameroon. They have beaten Cameroon. 2 goals for Sebastien Haller, the ex-West Ham striker, doing well at Ajax now. So Cameroon fall down to 2nd. Ivory Coast into top spot with 4 points. Malawi also onto 3 points. This group could be very interesting. There's going to be a good tactical battle between Ivory Coast and Cameroon. I'm still not sure who makes it, but we know that one of these teams is not going to make the playoffs, and that's going to be absolutely huge. Cameroon, the AFCON hosts, or Ivory Coast, the African giants, the previous winners of not long ago. Who is going to fall? Cameroon have to beat Ivory Coast when the 2 teams play in the reverse fixture, but Ivory Coast have done a very good job, and they have got some good players, and they were missing a lot of players as well. They didn't have the likes of Zaha playing, but with Haller up front and the likes of Eric Bailly and Willy Bolly at the back, the Ivory Coast team does look a little bit strong. So Ivory Coast with a massive 3 points, and that's going to fill them with loads of confidence. Group E, and Mali were probably hoping for 6 points out of 6. Unfortunately, they didn't achieve that. So Mali stay top, but on 4 points, and Kenya and Uganda closely followed with 2 points each. You know, I did like the look of the Ugandan team. I think they've got some underrated players in their squad. Kenya will also fill with 2 points out of 2. It's not the end of the world, you know, 2 draws unbeaten, but Mali should comfortably still be coming out of this group. And although they didn't win away from home, if they win their 2 home games, that'll put them on 10 points. If they pick up anything away from home, it looks like Mali will probably still advance out of this group. But a 0-0 draw away to Uganda, it's not the end of the world. Uganda needed to win that game really if they wanted any chance of progressing. But Uganda and Mali are the 2 teams I think will be fighting out this group. But Mali, they've played their hardest game, Uganda away. They've come away with a draw. They should be comfortable advancing forwards. The next group is very surprising. Libya, not the North African team we were expecting to have 6 points out of 6. 2 wins on the trot for Libya. And they've given themselves, Libya have actually given themselves a chance of qualifying for the World Cup. So fair play to them. They're top of this group that has Egypt, Gabon and Angola in it. And Egypt are only on 4 points in second place. Of course, Libya play Egypt home and away next. Egypt, what can I say? I don't know what's going on there. They've sacked their manager after picking up 4 points from 2 games. They were very lucky to pick up a draw away to Gabon. I think Gabon have absolutely bottled it again. I really had high hopes for Gabon. They've thrown it away. Aubameyang has not turned up for his country. Gabon drawing 1-1 at home to Egypt, and I think Egypt even had 10 men. They snatched a rebound goal in the last minute, and that is a huge point for Egypt. So Egypt, very fortunate once again. If Egypt get the job done against Libya, then they'll feel very confident about their chances. But I'm ruling out Gabon, I'm ruling out Angola. You can't rule out Libya. If they're winning 2 games out of 2, you've got to respect them. They've beaten Gabon, they've beaten Angola. Egypt will be the real test for Libya, of course. That'll be a feisty North African derby. So keep an eye on Libya here. They haven't got the most, talented players in the world, but they've got a good unit and a good team spirit, and their fans were celebrating all over the country after they picked up their second win. And also Egypt have appointed Carlos Queiroz, the Portuguese man who's to manage Iran, managed Colombia, so they've got a good manager there, experienced in taking teams to the World Cup, so Egypt's new manager could make life a little bit difficult for Libya. The next group I think is also wide open. South Africa picking up a huge win against Ghana. Ghana losing that game has put themselves into a bit of a predicament. Ghana are expected to get points in South Africa, but South Africa, with a great manager who's won AFCON with Cameroon before, looking very good. Great 1-0 win against Ghana. They left it late, but they got the job done, kept a clean sheet. On the other hand, for Zimbabwe, they lost in the last minute to Ethiopia. So Ethiopia are also on 3 points. So South Africa on 4, Ghana on 3, Ethiopia on 3. I don't think Ethiopia, although they're going to AFCON Ethiopia, so respect to them for that, I don't think they're going to have enough in the tank. I still think it will be between Ghana and South Africa. South Africa could yet drop points, but Ghana, they're in transition. They're still using RU up front. They need to find some new talent. They need to get their team gelling together. That wasn't a good result for Ghana, and they've still got to go away to Zimbabwe as well and away to Ethiopia. That's not going to be easy games for Ghana. So South Africa could bring a surprise here. Group H looks like it's going to be very easy for Senegal to advance to the playoff stage. 2 wins out of 2. Sadio Mane, 2 goals in 2 games. They won comfortably, they got the job done, and a massive win for Namibia as well. Namibia onto 4 points. Very disappointed in Togo. That was awful from Togo. Expect better. I know they haven't got Adebayor anymore. That is not good enough from Togo. So they lost at home to Namibia. Namibia onto 4 points. You don't expect Namibia to catch Senegal. Might be interesting when the 2 teams play each other. Of course, Namibia were at the last AFCON. Didn't do very well though. But Senegal again, they'll be very confident about their chances going through in this group. Group I, and of course there was a lot of drama off the field. First of all, Guinea Bissau went to Sudan and scored 4 goals. What a performance that was. Very disappointed in Sudan. I expected better. I know they've got good young players there, but Guinea Bissau, of course, with the experience of going to the last couple of AFCONs, they've really shown that they are here to play football. 4 points from their first 2 games. An away win is really crucial at this stage for Guinea Bissau. They'll be fancying their chances against Morocco, who are still on 3 points. Their game against Guinea didn't happen because of some sort of military intervention outside their hotel room. Now, where the controversy lies is, are CAF going to give Morocco a 3-0 win? Do Morocco pick up automatic 3 points? I think that would be very unfair because it's not to do with football. It's not in the control of the Guinea players to, have military interventions happening outside the hotel rooms. This game should be rescheduled and they should play it at a later date. If they give Morocco a win, they're basically giving Morocco a free ticket to the playoff stage. I think if Morocco played Guinea away, they'd struggle with no Ziyech either. So it's going to be interesting what CAF do. I don't think you can give a 3-0. I just think it's unfair to give the 3-0. The difficulty is, when does that game get played, because the calendar is so tight at the moment. But Guinea-Bissau, don't rule them out either. Got a lot of players based in Portugal. They're doing very well. And in Group J, well, DR Congo have once again drawn. 2 draws for DR Congo. It's not actually the end of the world. Mbakani still supplying the goods for the Democratic Republic of Congo, but they're still in touching distance. They're only 2 points off the top spot, Congo, and they've got their old friends Madagascar, who they lost to at AFCON last time. So they'll be looking for some revenge against Madagascar. Madagascar on no points, so you'd expect Congo to pick up 2 wins against Madagascar. And then you've got Tanzania on 4 points and Benin on 4 points. Wasn't expecting that when the group was made. You'd expect Congo and Madagascar, based off of their history recently, to be the top 2 in that group. Tanzania, 4 points. Benin, 4 points. They'll be looking for wins against each other in the next couple of games, but they've done very well to get 4 points out of their first 2 games. Tanzania with a brilliant victory to start things off with. So interesting how this group goes. I still think Congo will have enough. Once they start getting a couple of wins under the belt, you expect Congo to probably sneak in. Otherwise, teams will be wanting the team that come out of this group. You know, if you're Algeria, if you're Senegal, you probably want to play Benin or Tanzania in the next round. So a few of our bigger nations, bigger countries will probably be starting to looking at that group. But anyway, that's been match day 2 of the World Cup qualifiers. Let me know your favourite results in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.